Welcome, everybody, to the powwow with the pals. I'm Brian and Vanessa on their way, and we finna jump on in here and do our thing. We're gonna talk about a real good topic tonight, man. It's called submission. Submission. That's a topic that we want to really hit and discuss on. Submission. Oh man, it's gonna be a good episode tonight, man. I cannot wait. We're gonna have some fun with the topic of submission, submitting yourselves one to another. So it will definitely be something that we really want to jump in and just talk about tonight. So it will be interesting. It will be intriguing. It will be something that make you just think. Submission. I know we're not gonna be on here long. We just talk about the facet of submission, how husbands, wives submit yourselves unto your husbands, and husbands submit yourself unto your wives, and everything. So
you always have a camera like
you ain't know you're supposed to be closer to me. That's Vanessa, y'all. We're talking about submission tonight. So what's happening, everybody? Submission. So we're gonna give a couple people a chance to jump on in here and everything as we talk about it. Submitting yourselves one to another. How was your day today?
Honestly,
Honestly,
I'm sleepy. And
uh-huh.
I'm sleepy.
Okay.
And a little
A little what? You just stopped.
I don't know, like I don't want to say like stress. I'm not like stressed, but I'm just, I don't know, agitated.
At people?
Always.
That's what's up. So we got to get through the agitation with the people.
That's why I don't people a lot.
Yeah.
Anywho, how's everybody doing?
I hope everybody's doing well.
How was your day?
It was okay. I cannot complain. It was okay. I'm thankful. Uh Getting ready to embark on a new endeavor. So it is gonna be real good. I can really and honestly say that. It's gonna be real good. And I can't wait. It's gonna be just something that's gonna be a blessing to our family. It's gonna be a blessing to all. So
like I said, I was talking to somebody else, and I'm excited about your new venture, and I am.
Thank you.
Excited for everything.
That's what we're talking about, man. We're gonna.
And sometimes, you share your victories with people, and it's not meant to share with everybody because everybody is not going to be on the same victory ship as you. So sometimes you just got to keep some things to yourself.
Sometimes because everybody is not going to celebrate you. And you know what, and the funny thing that you mentioned that, because we talked about it, it was a post that I put out there. God will put you where he wants you, even when people don't even think you deserve the position. And you shared that with me, and I had to continue to keep sharing that and everything. So it was great. It was a great share and everything, and it made sense. It really did. It made a lot of sense. So He will definitely put us in positions that we don't think that we know we deserve, but other people may not think we deserve it. So uh it's deep. It's deep. It's real deep. So uh man, I'm excited about what the future is holding for us and everything. And I just can't wait. Can't wait. I know you're not feeling it tonight. So we're gonna make it short and snappy, Pappy. We're gonna get on here and we're gonna just do what we gotta do and talk about what we gotta talk about. Submission. Before we get started, I gotta definitely go in and share something with everybody. A little video that we had and everything. So had to go on and share the little video. Uh and it was real big video, deep video and everything. So uh it it make you think. It really does. It make you think with the video when we talk about submission and leading, leading. And before you're able to submit, uh, before you're able to lead, you better be able to submit. Is what I was getting ready to say and everything. So you got to have a submission spirit in order to do what you need to do from a submission standpoint. You got to have a spirit of submitting. So you got to be able to submit yourself. You got to be able to submit yourself unto God. Uh, everything. So it's a big thing when it comes to submission. Submission is critical. And thank everybody for tuning in, man. We appreciate you guys just tuning in tonight. Don't forgive my wife, y'all. She is not feeling this segment tonight.
No, it's not. It's
She's
not
just a little
that.
tired.
Don't say that I'm not feeling the same, babe. It's just that
It's just,
I'm here. It's nothing with the segment.
you're here so you don't get a fine, right? I got you.
No, your technicalities are
My technicalities is what?
you going from one thing to the other.
You just looking, talking to the camera like we are talking to them, like we always do. It's no different. I just look and talk and talk and look and look and talk and talk and look. Okay. 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 So
So if y'all in the comments while we waiting on this technical thing, I don't know what he's doing, but all right. What did y'all do today? Y'all work? Um, did y'all work? Were you at home? Do you work from home? Um, what does your typical day look like? I see there's like 5 people in the chat.
tell us what your
So
typical day looks like.
what your typical day looks like while we're sitting here. Say hello while we're sitting here too, waiting on him to bring up the video. And also, let's talk about okay, here's the video. Yeah.
So tonight's topic, like we said, is about submission, and that's what we're talking about tonight: submission. So, with that being said, it's going. Here's the video. Make sure here. Let me share it real quick so we can see it and stuff. All right, here's the video, guys. It's about submission. Make sure I get the sound up.
If you submit to you, you do it first, right?
Come on, servant leadership.
So a lot of times,
Okay.
Come on, Nate.
a lot of times, what happens is, as men, we lean on that verse in the Bible that says, "Wives, submit yourselves to your husband,"
Trying to
right?
get the sound.
And we totally disregard the verse that says,
So I'm gonna
"Submit
stop
yourselves one
sharing.
to another as unto Christ."
See if you
Right?
guys hear the
So
sound.
as a man, if you
On it
want
and
a
everything.
dominant woman to know what it looks like to submit, you submit to God and you also submit to her. Serve her in ways that a man has never served her before, and I promise you, you will unlock a part of her that she has never had unlocked. A lot of times for a woman, the reason why she doesn't want to submit is because she doesn't feel safe enough to do so. So my encouragement to you would be submit to God and submit to her in ways that she's never had a man submit to her before, and you will unlock a version of her that you've never seen before.
As a man, how do you lead in a marriage a dominant wife that's healing with trauma and struggles with submission?
If you want a woman to submit to you, you do it first, right?
Come on, servant.
So a lot of times,
Come on, Nate.
what happens is, as
So I hope you guys heard what they was talking about the servant leader and everything, about submitting and everything. I know I don't know if you guys had a chance to hear it. I shared the sound with you guys. And I don't know if you guys heard it all, but I'm gonna see if I can get it.
men, we lean on that verse in the Bible that
For some
says,
reason,
"Wives,
it's
submit
not-
yourselves to your husband," right?
It's showing playing.
Totally disregard the verse
you
that
guys hear it
says,
on your
"Submit
end. You may
yourselves
not
one
hear it
to
on our
another
end
as
as
unto
much,
Christ,"
But you
right?
guys can hear
So
what
as
they
a
were saying
man, if you want
and
a
everything,
dominant
so-
woman to know what it to submit, you submit to God and you also submit to her.
So
Serve her in ways that a man has never served her before, and I promise you, you will unlock a part of her that she has never had unlocked. A lot of times for a woman, the reason why she doesn't want to submit is because she doesn't feel safe enough to do so. So my encouragement to you would be submit to God and submit to her in ways that she's never had a man submit to her before, and you will unlock a version of her that you've never seen before.
there it is. So
Mhm.
what you think about the submission?
I think he made a really good point. It's got to be the man submitting to God first, and then submitting to the wife.
Mhm.
So you have it has to be in order. It has to be order in the relationship. And as long as you have order in the relationship, everything else falls in place. But of course, at the top, it has to be God. So you definitely have to, do the submissive. And like he said, once the husband is submissive to God, and then, of course, submissive to the wife,
Mhm.
then like he said, that unlocks a certain type of relationship with his wife. But it also works too for the wife. The wife has to also be submissive to God and her husband, and then that way the relationship works equally and everything. So it works on two parts, because it says in the word, let me get the right, because I don't know what y'all saying. I'm quoting scripture and I ain't got no backup.
And my take on submission is if you just go just general, just talk about the definition, the layman terms of submission, the general definition of submission, it just makes you like, okay, this is the general definition of submission. Submission refers to the act or state of submitting, which can be yielding to authority, giving something to someone for decision or consideration, or agreeing to abide by someone's decision. It can describe the condition of being humble, obedient, or the act of presenting a piece of work, like an article, publisher, music composition, etc. But it is yielding or surrendering yourself to somebody or something. So that's what the definition of submission really is. So now, let's peel it back a little bit. You can go ahead.
So in Ephesians 5:22, it says, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. So again, submitting to the Lord and to your husband. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. That's Ephesians 5:22 and 23.
And when it comes to submission, we as husbands want our wives to submit to us, but the submission goes both ways. We as husbands have to submit to our wives and everything. We have to, and submission, it goes both ways. Like I said before, it goes both ways. We as husbands say, oh, she got to submit to me. But if you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a leader of your household, as a shepherd of your house, you can't expect your woman to lead, to follow your leadership if you're not leading the proper way and everything. If you're not the shepherd of your house, you can't expect that woman. And that's what's been a lot of problems in a lot of relationships and marriages and everything. People are not submitting because they don't trust that person. In order to submit, you got to be able to trust that person that you're submitting to, to know that they have your best interest at heart, your family's best interest at heart, that they're led by God. And God is a real center focus of submission. You got to have God in there to definitely for the submission piece, because you can't do anything or be a good leader without being able to follow God.
Yep.
So that is what's big, because not leadership in, I can't explain it too much, but leadership is just the epitome of being able to follow. In order to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower, and you got to be able to take information that you got on your journey of following somebody that's going to help your building blocks in order for you to be a leader. Yeah. So when you are leading people, you are responsible for those individuals, just like being the head of the household, being the husband, man, being a father. You are responsible for everybody in this household. So if all else fails, you are responsible. You got to bear the cross for your family and everything. That's falls under the leadership umbrella. They got to be able to trust you and your spouse. And your spouse has to be able to trust you to know that you're going to make the right decision for the family, for you, for her, for the children. They got to trust that you're going to make the right decision.
Right. Yep.
So
you got to submit. And, I've heard different things as people say, oh, I'm not going to submit. I'm not going to submit. Well, and then they be like, but I want to be married. I want to be married. But you got to have some type of submission. It can't be just you just being just disobedient or whatever, or
you
just
can't.
You have to that's even like when you do stuff in the vows. And so I think people look at submission as such a harsh word, or like, I don't know.
Yes.
They look at it as, oh my gosh, like I have to submit to somebody, but when you stand up and give your vows, you say, for better, for worse, through sickness and health, till death do us part,
Rich or poor.
rich or poor, you saying all of that. So that's a lot in a nutshell too. But
That means when all else fails,
I'm still gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there.
Yep.
When
I'm
our
gonna stick
back's
it out.
against the wall, I'm gonna still be there to
Yep.
support you.
When times are good, and times
I'm
are
gonna
bad.
be there with you
Yeah.
to the end
Yeah.
because I believe in you and you believe in me. But
Yeah.
every male is not equipped to lead, and I'm just gonna say it like that. That's how it is. Every man is not equipped to lead,
Mhm.
and they can't lead their household. They can't lead at all and everything. So when you are following somebody, you got to make sure that they have some of the key characteristics that you're looking for. One of the characteristics should be integrity. You got to be able to follow somebody that has integrity from a leadership standpoint. You got to be able to follow somebody that has a moral compass, that has moral values and everything, that values something. You got to be able to follow somebody that has great decision-making skills, because decision-making skills are very critical when you are going in and doing and leading people. They got to have great decision-making skills. Also, you got to have a person, one of the other characteristics is being able to control their emotions.
Mhm.
You got to be able to control your emotions if you're a leader. You can't just be going off emotions and everything, because when you go off emotions, you make bad decisions.
Yeah.
And you don't want to make a bad decision that could end up costing you or end up costing your family.
Yeah.
Because we see this all the time. Younger community, you get mad, these younger people, they get mad at somebody for doing something to them, and then they want to go out and retaliate. In that split second of a bad decision, not in control of their emotions, in that split second, they go and do something that can cost them the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. We talking about 17, 18-year-olds go out there and do something that's going to cost them their lives. It's going to have them spend the rest of their lives behind bars.
Yeah.
And you 17 and 18, and you got life in prison without the possibility of parole. That means you will die in prison.
Yeah.
That's what that means. That's the harsh reality of it. You will die. You will perish behind the walls of a prison.
Yeah.
And you don't want that to happen. So you got to have those. You got to be in control of your emotions. You also got to not only be in control of your emotions, but you also have to be a good listener. All leaders are typically good listeners, because you don't know everything. We don't know everything as being a leader. And just like the husband may not know everything that they need to know. So we as being submissive, need to hear each other out.
Yeah.
That's real big. I got to hear Vanessa out. She has to hear me out, because we both bring valid points, great ideas to the table. So it just can't be just a one-way street when it comes to submission. Submission is a two-way street. It's not just one way. It has to be two ways. You guys got to communicate and come in together as one.
And I think sometimes submission is not something that even happens overnight. And even like Sonia, she was like, I wish folks would start with the verse 21 in Ephesians, submit to one another out of reverence of Christ.
That's true, Sonia.
So
that is true.
That's the first thing, out of reverence for Christ. So, and that even goes into, like, what is your relationship, with Christ? Because I feel like if you have a good relationship, then with Christ, then everything else should be fine.
Yeah.
So it is all your personal. But back to the submission part, submission it doesn't happen overnight. You know, when people
don't.
get married, that's something that people have to learn how to submit. Submit doesn't come just because I say I do.
Yes.
You know, that's something that you guys have to learn because it's two people with two different opinions
Mhm.
coming together. So
Yes.
when you come together, it's almost like, okay, I know we got to submit, but we got to figure out everybody's how they communicate, how they do this, do that. You know, like when me and Brian first got married, yes, we knew we had to submit to each other.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm strong headed. I ain't gonna lie. When I say something, I'm all like, okay, that's how it's gonna be. Now, am I like that now? No. Now, if I know I'm right, I'll be like, okay, I know I'm right. But I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I know I'm right, but I'm gonna let him go ahead and think, okay, that he's right. And then when it come out,
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna say I told you so, but I'm gonna give you a look like, bruh. So I mean, that's just how it is. Because sometimes we just always feel like we gotta have the last say. And he's like that too. He might as well go on and admit it.
I could be stubborn at
Yeah,
times.
because he always feel like he gotta get the last lick or he gotta get the last say so. And sometimes I'll let him go ahead and do that. So
I'm getting better. I'm getting better and trying to get my lick back.
we too old to
I'm
be trying to get our lick back.
No, we're not. No,
Yes,
we're
yeah,
not.
see?
We're not.
See?
We're not too old,
See?
but that's a work in progress. That's
We-
a work in progress. It's working on me because
Why do people always say God is working on me?
because God do be working on some people.
But he working on everybody because if he was not working on us, we be gone to glory or wherever we supposed to be at. Okay. So
Not glory.
wherever. But what I'm saying is he working on everybody. He working on everybody. But he want to say, God, that's his favorite line. God is still working on me.
He is, man, because you know me. I am vindictive.
Let me read y'all this. Let me read y'all this. So today, this is on Facebook. Somebody had posted, it's this thing I follow. Let me go to it.
Man, I love just sharing that, just talking about it.
So, okay, so this is the post. It says, we are not supposed to address everything. Sometimes God allows you to find out about the betrayal, not for you to address it or get out of character, but so you can adjust your guard. He's already delivered you from or brought you through those situations unharmed. Make the necessary adjustments and focus on protecting your peace. Okay?
Protecting your peace.
Protecting your peace.
Your peace.
Okay.
Mhm.
So this one girl, she put in the comments on the post, she said, I'm going to address it anyways. The Lord still needs to do work within me.
That's somebody that admits that they ain't done.
We ain't done all the way. So I laughed at her comment, and I commented on her comment, and I said my husband says the same thing, and she laughed, and somebody else said same. I'm like, y'all can't be popping off. Everything ain't for to be addressed. We want to address it.
Lord's still working with us though, man. Lord.
And I've come, I'm talking about little old me, little old Vanessa. I have come a long way. Okay. Just know that I've come a long way. I know God, he deals with me too, but I know that he done brought me from, as the old folks say, from a mighty long way. Cause I know the old me.
I know the old me too.
So
The old me is
but that's why sometimes going back to submission, that's all a part of okay, God, I'm going to submit to you so that way you can handle this situation like it needs to be handled. That's a part of submission too. We have to submit to God and say, God, that's where we had that relationship, that prayer, and we say, hey, Lord, it's me again.
Just put it in his hands, huh?
We're going to put it in his hands.
Sometimes we try to go and put it in our hands and try to put it in our hands before we put it in God's hands. We can't do that. We can't do that. And I've learned that you can't do that because one thing my mom always taught us when we was little, I can whoop you, but God can whoop you way worse than what I'm gonna whoop you.
And he will.
And you don't want that and everything. She said, God can whoop you so bad that I can't even pray him off you. So that's very, very deep right there. If God can whoop you so bad that your parents can't pray him off for you. And you know, Nana and Big Mama and everybody used to pray to God. Right now, we're still living off prayers from those ladies, those grandmamas, those great grandmamas, those aunties that just stood on their knees. That was on their knees all the time, just praying for us and everything, praying for the generations to come thereafter and everything. So it's real big. It's real big. Submission is it's a good thing. It's not, we look at it as a bad thing, but submission is a good thing. If you're submitting to the right person, the right cause, the right reason, if you're doing it under the right pretenses, submission is something good. And especially if that person is led, you're submitting to, if they're led by God, you know it's going to be right. It's going to be the right thing to do.
Yep.
That's all we wanted to just tell you, just a brief little snippet on submission. Short and sweet. Man, thank you guys for just tuning in real quick to our little segment on submission. If you got any topics that you want to share with us and talk about, email us at the powwow@gmail.com. That is the powwow, POWELLPOWWOW@gmail.com. The powwow.
And we are looking for married women to be on one of our live shows. So if you know any women that would be interested in talking about being married, family dynamics, being a mother, being a wife, work life, all that, whether it's a blended family, whatever it might be, please reach out. You can leave a comment, send an inbox, whatever it might be. But we need, I would at least have about 5 or 6 different married ladies on this show. So we're looking into like maybe towards the end of September. September is a busy month for me. So with work. So I was thinking like maybe towards the end, maybe like the 4th Thursday of September. So I'm giving you guys enough time to, chime in. I'll be putting some information out as well. But yeah, I think that would be cool.
That'd be dope, man. I think that'd be so great.
And then we'll have Brian will probably be asking for married men too, and then we might just come back and collaborate and put all the couples together in one. Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Hey man, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Like I said, it was short and sweet today and everything. Chef V is a little tired, but she gonna get us some rest. She hungry too. I gotta go get her something to eat. But thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. And I'm Brian.
I'm Vanessa.
And we're the Pals. We out. That was the wrong one.
We gotta work on we gotta get a technical person.
That's the wrong outro. That is.
We're also hiring for a technical support person.
Did she just say a technical support person?
Because this right here ain't gonna work.
We're not hiring for no technical support person.
Yes, we are. Volunteer.
We not hiring for and I had it too. That's a crazy thing. I had it, man. But we out of here, y'all, for real this time. That's the No Balls, No Glory outro. But hey, forgive me.
Hey man.
We out of here. Peace out.
We gonna have Roosevelt.